Okay, Aquarius, right, I really do apologise, but I was in the middle of your reading and I got interrupted, so I'm really sorry about that. But I'm going to keep the cards that came out for you. During the shuffle, you had, or we had, because I have Aquarius and Venus, but I had the Strength card. Okay, do apologise for the light. But we had the Strength card come out through the shuffle, and then as I was cutting the pack and then dealt, we also have the Strength card. Okay, but also have the Hangman. Okay, the Hangman, Judgment, Strength, the Three of Wands, the Queen of Swords, Four of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so it seems to me that you could well be dealing with a Pisces. It could be me that's giving you the messages now, or you could have Pisces in your chart somewhere, or they could. It could be vice versa. It could be them, or it could be you. It could be Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus in yours or theirs. Okay. But it seems that you're trying to have strength to make a judgment call and try to have strength and go in a new direction, okay, or waiting, I mean, people say wait for your ship to come in, but how long is waiting? Okay, this guy is really not going anywhere. It's more of a kind of like, you know, how long is time, you know, time ticks. But Queen of Swords, so I think we really want to just clarify, to be fair, because they're not really meaning a lot. They're kind of good cards, but you know, we'll see as the read progresses. So please clarify Judgment. So look at Judgment. Please clarify Judgment, Spirit. Please clarify Judgment. I'm kind of picking up zombies for some reason. Zombies, like, you could be dealing with people that just seem like frozen in time. Like I said about time ticks, time waits. But as you look at Judgment, you know, this woman here, so this could be a man or woman, doesn't really matter, but it's kind of like they're stuck, like frozen in time, right? Frozen in time. So you've got, because it just seems like nothing's happening. I don't know why, but it just seems like nothing's happening. There's no complete action cards or anything. It just seems like either you or them are like just stuck, just standing there. Like, I don't know why I'm picking that up, but that's kind of what I'm getting the vibe off. Is because that stuck between the Hangman and Strength is Judgment. But it seems like stuck between strength and being stuck, if you know what I mean. Because this kind of means trying to find the strength, but it's looking at basically the Hangman and Judgment of feeling stuck. So, you know, if the Five of Pentacles comes out, you know, that, or the Three of Pentacles, that's a concrete wall of defense, basically. You know, because they look like concrete, right? They look like concrete. It's like you're stuck, or someone's stuck or something. I can't pick up what I'm picking up, but the Hangman represents feeling stuck. Judgment is like making a call but waiting. That's also waiting. And Strength is trying to look towards being stuck. So it's really coming confusing at the moment. So let's have a look, see what Judgment is. Judgment. I mean, there's King of Pentacles, so it could be an earth sign. Okay, you could be doing with an air sign. I mean, complete and utter representation. Really, we only have Pisces, to be fair, which is the Hangman. But please clarify Judgment, and Leo. Sorry, Leo. Obviously, that's Strength, right? So please clarify Judgment. I want it to come out. Ten of Swords. So feeling stuck, obviously. So the guy at the bottom, you or them, air sign can be, or it can be anybody that represents that, because we do have mutable signs. Okay, mutable signs. So, you know, they can morph, like Pisces can morph into any kind of sign that they wish. Pisces, if you are dealing with a Pisces, okay, and I am a Pisces, but Pisces, they have an ability to, they adapt to their environment, so they basically feel something deeply, and this can be within their soul groups or anybody. You know, I know I'm talking about myself, but you know, you could be dealing with a Pisces because that card is here. So to give you advice, Pisces, they adapt to their environment and they become it. It's just part of their trait of what they can have. You know, Pisces, they deal with so much karma, and they literally, sorry about that, they literally morph themselves into that. So if a Pisces goes off the rails basically and they get pissed, and you know, I don't, but I have done in the past, trust me, and that's why they can have addiction and confliction. This can be a confliction card as well, but it's representing judgment. But they can have confliction because they adapt themselves to pain to learn and grow, because of the 12th sign that's supposed to lead the rest for this life and next and previous life, if you believe in reincarnation. You know, I'm clairvoyant, so I do. So, but that's individual choice. But this is 10, so this is a completion, and it's judgment. But this is obviously pain, right? You know, how long is pain? Because it seems like waiting for an ending that doesn't seem to be coming, because no one's making a judgment call. Okay, you only make a judgment call yourself. You never, ever, ever wait if someone is making you feel this way. Never wait for someone to judge you. You make the judgment call for yourself, and that's why obviously we have strength. Okay, so you have strength. So I'm going cold, so it's got to be it. So you're having strength, okay, to have a judgment call, to take strength. You don't wait for people to hurt you. Don't be a sacrificial lamb. Okay, so there we go. Pisces can be known as a sacrificial lamb. Okay, but you stand up against society, and you don't believe in the matrix because it's not real. Okay, it's really not real. Okay, I don't want to go too far, but I do have videos for people that you can watch about time, motivation speaking, clairvoyant, or psychic messages, that kind of thing. But you can watch those, and they are on my channel. Okay, about pain and abandonment fears and love, and where it really comes from, and God, and all this kind of stuff. Okay, but I don't want to talk about that, but you can watch them. Okay, but it seems like you know, because this is karmic law as well, right? This is karmic law. Karmic law and a judgment is basically saying about how long God is asking you, Spirit is asking you, okay? Spirit is asking you to make a judgment call yourself. Because when you wait, it means that you're waiting to be treated a certain way and sacrificed. You know, God was the greatest, and we are the greatest sacrifice of all time, because time doesn't really exist because you can't see it, right? You can only see time evolve around us by people walking around and a protocol of what they follow, Mrs. fucking Jones and all the bullshit, the protocol of life. You have to have expansion. You have to think outside of the box. All right, guys? But it's saying that how long you, doesn't matter about sun, moon or rising or who you're dealing with, because I'm talking to Aquarius, how long are you prepared to do this to yourself? Okay, now I don't want to come across harsh or anything, but because we all do it, and I've done it in the past, no more. But we can play victim in life, and we do this to ourselves. We do it to ourselves. So the same as Scorpio reason. So Scorpio came up, so you might be dealing with a Scorpio. But in their reading that I did, the song was for Radiohead, You Do It To Yourselves. So I will put that in the description for you, but it's a very influential video. Watch the video and see if you can put the pieces together of why the guy is laying on the floor and why people are trying to get him up and why they all end up laying on the floor. Because we do it to ourselves, and we follow a protocol of following everybody else. Because he did, and he spoke it out loud, it went against society and the matrix, and they all fell down and joined him. That was the meaning of that video, is the fact that they're living in the matrix. They're doing what we're supposed to do, of the beat of the rhythm of your heart, right, and the ticking of a clock, that you think it's real because you look at it on a wall to get up to go to work, and you follow a protocol of a portal for an awakening. So I'm feeling the tower could be coming soon, but when you awaken to certain things in life, you realise this kind of card and judgment, that judgment is upon you to make the calling and not wait for another one of these, because this is an ending. This can start again. You can have this many a times, and it can come up every day for you, every week, every month, every year, until you awaken to make your own judgment call for yourselves. All right, guys? So, wow, that kind of come out for a bit. So that's what they're saying to me, is if someone is treating you that way, do not be treated that way, and do not let someone... If it's a situationship and not a relationship, it doesn't matter whether it's a situationship or relationship. If you're in a proper relationship or a proper, well, it wouldn't be a situationship, it would be a relationship. So you wouldn't really have this. You might if you're in a normal relationship, but you wouldn't be here looking for advice if you had it. If you had a normal relationship, people normally come to tarot readers for advice, and it's not always taken, and people dislike it or hate it, or hate upon a reader for giving them the advice. But as you would see in some of my other videos, all right, is the fact that I try to have empathy when I do tarot card readings. That I'm just starting to do, by the way. So please like and subscribe. But I'll have empathy. But when I'm on camera, you will see a complete transformation of me. Okay. A motivational speaker and leader of people that lead people out of this kind of thing, okay? Because this is the kind of card that we want but we don't want, because it means an ending, but every ending has a beginning and every beginning has an ending, okay? Also another song would be Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath, End of the Beginning, God is Dead, okay? I'll try and put those in there for you guys as well. But it's a cycle, okay? It's a cycle. So at the moment we're starting it as a cycle of being stuck, trying to have strength to be stuck. So ask yourselves, why are you stuck? Why are you stuck? Because, I mean, I'm Aquarius and Venus, so that is a stuck, fixed sign. Okay, you must understand your chart and realise about cardinal signs, fixed signs, and mutable signs, because you represent a fixed sign. Okay, fixed sign. Mine is my Venus, but then you have an MC for me, so I'm showing up in my own reading as Leo. Right, Midheaven Leo, okay, and then I have Aquarius in Venus. So look for your chart, guys, all right, because it will mean a lot to you when you start to study yourself. Because I've got a video, please look it up, but it says Pisces, dark worker, light workers. But you'll see what I say in that, and it's a very good video for you to watch if you're getting confused. So I don't have to. But we have the lovers here too. Sorry, but we have the lovers here too. That's at the bottom of the deck, right? So you could be dealing with a Gemini, but I'm going to keep this in the deck. But you could be dealing with a Gemini, okay? I am a Gemini Moon, so you could be dealing with someone that has a Gemini Moon or somewhere in their chart, or you could have it too. But the lovers is about decision that we should know. It's about choice. Happiness is a choice. So that's what it's saying. Happiness is your choice. Your choice. Doesn't matter who has this in their chart, right? Doesn't matter. Forget the signs. Forget everything. Okay? Metaphysics is space, time and space. You'll only have awakenings when you realise about time and illusion. Okay? That happiness is your choice. You're being called upon to action, to make that action yourself. Okay? To have strength, to move forward, take a new direction. Don't wait. Forget this card. Don't wait. Look at a new direction and look outwards, not at ships trying to come in. Look outwardly. Okay? So, choice. Your choice. Not anyone else's, yours. Okay? So, let's go on. So let's see what Leo is about strength. What is strength here for? I really don't want to. I'm going to go to work soon, so I'm trying to keep this short for you guys, but I might have to cut it and edit it and put it together. Strength. So we have. Okay, so these did come out in reverse. I don't normally read reversals because it's general. Okay, because it's general. So you're all on different timelines. You're all going to be on different timelines, and not everybody's going to be the same way, because we're older, we're younger, physically and mentally within our meat suits, but our souls are younger, and some are older, because it depends on how much karma you've released, how much you've been judged upon in life. That's the only way you have awakenings, is by making the judgment call yourself. And it relate very much to a video that I've got coming up about chakras and what I did say to you about Pisces and dark workers and light workers. So please watch that. Okay, so you have your own card. So you could have Aquarius and Venus, like me, or you could be an Aquarius. But this is wish fulfillment. Okay, wish fulfillment. But this is being stripped down bare naked. Okay, now when we're naked, not physically naked, some of you could be. You could be watching porn or something, I don't know. But this is Adam and Eve, basically. Okay, I did do a video on my old channel about this. But this is the beginning of the end, the beginning, right at the beginning. We had no fears of abandonment or anything, because the woman has nothing on, so it represents to affirmation. Positive affirmation for you guys, right? It's so important because it leads you to motivation, right? It means that you're not looking at imperfections of yourself that we all think and feel that we have, because we all do, okay? Some of us are too fat, too thin, we have this about us and we have that, and, you know, different kind of things. You know, I used to be 36 stone and I lost loads of weight, okay? So I have kind of like excess skin, right? That doesn't bother the shit out of me. But the fact is that it's your soul that cries out for a soulmate if you are dealing with one. It's what we have internally that cries it out. It's not a cry for help. We don't want to cry for help, right? So you have to present your present self of who you really are as an Aquarius, okay? As an Aquarius, no one else, as you guys. This is what this is saying to me. This isn't about anyone else. This is about you. So cross-watchers, don't matter. This is about you guys, right? You have to strip down your karma, work through your karma, and work through pain, fear, and aggression, and past life regression, okay? And do internal work, internal, because it's naked, so it means internal soul work, okay? Wish fulfillment only comes from eternal love. It comes from God, because we all were one energy. Lucifer, God, us, split into billions of pieces, okay? And we appeared naked, but we learn through society of the Matrix to not be this way and to cover ourselves up with masks of illusion for defense. Time is on the wall, and it's a wall of defense, okay? Concrete structure of defense. So this was in reverse. It did come out reverse. This is kind of saying that you may not be doing that because you're waiting. That you're waiting, okay? And then you have the Three of Swords. So this is confusing because this was in reverse too. So it's kind of saying that you're stuck. That you're stuck, guys. I think this is kind of like that. It's kind of saying that you don't know a forward path at the moment, and that's why you're feeling stuck, because you're not becoming yourselves. All right? Don't let anyone do this. 3-party, tea party, and all that kind of bullshit. Don't want that. You want this upright, to be you, to find wish fulfillment. You're being called upon in a new direction for something. That can be anything. That can be like me. This is representing this, my second ever reading. I've never done readings apart from Scorpio for a favour for people. Okay? That was my first ever reading. Never done any. I used them to do my videos to tell a story, but I don't do readings. So, if you're looking at a creative field, go for it. Go for it. Find that strength. Don't worry about heartache or heartbreak, because that causes confusion and illusion and keeps you stuck. So it might be to do with your trying to think of a career path, or yeah, I'm going cold. So a career path. You could be thinking of a new direction in career, okay? But if it is career, it looks good because you do have the King of Pentacles, okay? And you do have the Four of Wands, so you could be looking for a new home, you know, a home life, or new work to create about home, to create more stability in order to find love. You might find love at work. You could find new love at work, maybe, so far. But these are in reverse. So it's asking you that this could possibly happen when you find yourself, okay? Am I really here? What's that one? You might like that, but they're edited in different videos, so you might like them. And sorry if I'm babbling, but I do kind of get into different storylines and trying to work it out for you guys. But it is only my second reading, and things will get better in the future, trust me. So please like and subscribe and help create alchemy. You see me, I see you, we create alchemy. Okay? So let's have a look at the Queen of Swords. What's the Queen of Swords taking but not giving? It could mean you as an air sign, or you could be dealing with an air sign. The Queen of Swords is taking something because she's reaching out to take the home life. So it could be a destructive home life because of someone that's just taking. Maybe I'm kind of picking up that. I'm kind of getting goosebumps. So it might mean that someone's trying to just take, and just trying to destroy a foundation. Because this can talk of foundations too. It doesn't always mean, you know, certain things, it's saying twin flame and all that kind of stuff, but it can mean trying to find something. Queen of Swords. It's a Queen of Swords here. What are you guys searching for? What's the Queen of Swords, please, Spirit? Please clarify the Queen of Swords. Okay, that wants to come out. And that. Wow. Okay, so this is related to the Scorpio reading. So you could be dealing with Scorpio, and I have Scorpio rising, right? So the Queen of Swords is searching for... So this could be you. Don't go off star signs, but Sword of Truth is precision and precise, and it was the sword that was used for Archangel Michael, all right, in order to slay Lucifer, to send him below. Okay, but things grow fresh below, but they always have a perpetuity of dark too. Okay, so please look at my videos about the plate, that Pisces dark worker, light worker. You'll get a lot from that. Okay, but the Sword of Truth is precise. It's because it cuts away enemies, but it cuts away darkness within you. This is what, so that's, thank you, Spirit. So this is what this is about. It's asking you to cut away darkness of toxic behavior within yourself, guys. That you can move forward, right? When you cut away the darkness within yourself, which is past life aggression, things that happen within past life or the next life or this life. But it means whatever kind of toxic pattern of thought, because this is a thought card, okay? A thought card. And it represents the truth within ourselves that we have to admit so we can move forward. We have to admit things and correct karmic law to move forward. And if someone doesn't correct karmic law, right, that's on them, and they will receive karma for that. But as long as you guys are doing the right thing, as long as you always remain honest, forward, passion, leadership, no boundaries, okay? No fucking boundaries. Bring forth the guillotine. Cut away people in your lives. If it's peer groups and people, friends, or anything that makes you feel this way, step away. Step away, because karma is only is dealt when you don't participate in things. So you can't argue. Never give a negative response to a negative response. Always give a positive. But there are videos about positive and negative responses. I think it was in the Tower. But please search through my videos because I think you'll find them very interesting. But death and rebirth, reincarnation. So it's the rhythm of your heart, the rhythm of the night. Okay, and it beats like that. Okay, and don't that hurt? Don't it just? Right? But a straight line is your karmic walk. So I'm coming out in this because I have, this is a rising sign. So you could be dealing with someone that's a rising sign in Scorpio. Okay? But it's a karmic line that someone has to walk because this is very slow, you know, slow approaching, you know. Scorpio is fixed. Scorpio is a fixed sign. So they can be very emotionally, it really depends on your circumstance. But they're fixed. When they're in, they're in. When they're out, they're out. But they can get very confused with being stern and stubborn in their way. Okay, now I have that in my rising sign. But we only learn about release, because that's what this card really is. It's about release. This is very much of a release card because it takes so long for us to release karma. But trust me, when you do, things are magical. Things are magical. This card goes upright. You become yourself because karma is about yourself. It's a karmic line that you walk, right? That you walk that makes things better for yourselves. That's what it's saying. For yourselves. Whatever that means in your lives, I don't know. I'm psychic, but I don't know. But whatever's going in your lives, it's calling you to go in that direction because it will work greatly. Because at the moment, it looks fucking great. So go in the direction of yourself. For me, this means my creative field. This, and what I do on my channel. This is a great reading for me, so hopefully it's a great reading for you guys too. So you're cutting through the truth of yourself and you're moving forward. You're moving forward. So fucking great. This is a good reading. So, Four of Wands. Let's have a quick look at the Four of Wands. Four of Wands. keep picking up on confliction. Confliction. Addiction. Addiction. You could be addicted to... Addicted. Four of Wands. And that might come in a bit. Some of you could be drinking. You could be drinking. Because there's water. There's water being poured from here. So some of you could be getting pissed and sitting at a pub in a pond or something. Okay, naked, swimming, skinny dipping. Skinny dipping? Skinny dipping. Getting pissed at a pub and skinny dipping. Maybe. I don't know. Please let me know if that's right. But the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. Four of Wands. Four of Wands. So the Emperor, I knew that would show up. It's showing up in Scorpio. So you guys are dealing with a Scorpio. Okay? But this is real strange for me to get out of because I'm part of this. So the Emperor. Great. Great. Because it's clarifying internal happiness. Internal happiness of a creative field. Of a creative field. You could be running across a field naked. Okay? Screaming for joy because you've just seen this reading. Right. But it can mean an Aries, Sun, Moon or Rising. Okay? But it can mean a mutable sign. It depends on your karma. So this is 100% me, and I've spoke about this so many times in my past few videos. This is someone that is an emperor that looks over creative fields. He has his hand in many different fields because he knows what's best for the highest good of everyone. And he will cut through the truth, and he will cut bullshit out, and he will not be acceptant of any kind of devious energy around him because he's so empathic and full of wisdom now that he's had so many rebirths. Okay, so I would say that if I had another deck, this would come out a few more times because it seems like quite a few rebirths, like cycles ending. You could, yeah, you are. You're ending major cycles this month, Aquarius, and it's asking you to find yourself again because these are upside. So it's asking you to take a new direction in your life, okay, and to find that strength. Could be involved with a Leo, okay, to move forward, death, rebirth, running across the field, fucking joyful, right, and finding your creative field, finding yourself. You see, a leader, a true leader, learns wisdom through what he learns through karma, okay, and he transforms himself and comes back leading the pack, right, with a sting in his tail, okay? Because why? Because he's the alpha male. The alpha male now has a sting in his tail. Scorpio. He's becoming a complete and utter wise person. So he leads people out of the dark and into the light to find their creative self, because creative expression and self-expression, self-worth, self-value, right? Self-provocation. Self, it's all about self. This is what this is saying. It's saying it's you, okay? Find that strength, have your rebirth this month, and welcome it by cutting things out, whatever they are in your lives, okay, to move forward in a direction. And you may meet an Aries maybe, or it could be to do with your creative field. Or you could be already dealing with an Aries, or you could have Aries in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or they could, or either, okay? Doesn't matter. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. It can be them, or it can be you. All right? So, let's have a look at what the King of Pentacles... King of Pentacles is... Oh, wow, we're coming out with them, guys. The King of Cups. So, can mean... sorry, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and I do apologise, but I'm trying to stop smoking. This is going above the time zone. King of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, right? But it can be someone that's aloof with their emotions or stern, and it can be stern and stuck in their own way, right? But it seems to me that because it didn't come out in reverse, and it's clarifying stability. So to me, this is not a false prophet. This is not a false prophet. This is someone that is nurturing, okay, in this reading, because they have, you know, they don't show it, and you don't have to show it. If someone shows you, wow, look, I've got a brand new motor, and I've got all this money, and I've got that, and they try to really prove themselves, okay, financially, then, you know, that's not my approach. My approach is someone that knows this stability within themselves, and they don't need to prove it to anyone. They just know it internally within themselves, because the Ace of Cups is internal love, okay? And the only reason why we find things in life is because you have to find this stability about yourself first, okay? To become emotionally stable, because this is our foundation that holds us up, everybody up, okay? This is the offering of God, because we all are one. But this is the offering that falls through the cup, that detoxifies you and everybody in it, okay, and our chakras and everything, that causes stability, stable motion and emotion. Okay, you can only have a stable emotions, okay, when you find your stable self. Motion, stable motion, that doesn't move, it stays, it's committed to itself, because it's one, it's an ace, it's an opportunity. It's committed to itself because it knows itself internally. Doesn't matter the sign. You know, Pisces, I mean, I've mastered this energy. Right? So if you are dealing with a Pisces, they're emotionally stable. So far in this reading. So it seems. Okay? But it could just mean that you're watching this and you're trying to find this. Okay? Because we did have you guys upside down. But King of Cups can be emotionally aloof, but can be a leader within his own right, to find stability, to be a leader as well. But the Emperor looks over kings and queens. He guides kings and queens. He's an emperor. He looks over jesters and jacks and kings and queens, aces and kings. He looks over them to make sure that everybody's good, because he gives it back to lead his pack. His pack is the pack, the deck. The pack is the deck. He's the leader of the deck, the leader of the pack. Another song, forget what that is. The leader of the pack, right? So then you've got the Ace of Cups. Okay, so let's have a quick look. Please clarify the Ace of Cups, Spirit. Please clarify the Ace of Cups. I mean, it doesn't matter if they come out flipped or anything, because I can kind of work around the energy. Hopefully it's resonating with you guys. So, you know, I hope so. Ace of Cups. Please clarify the Ace of Cups, Spirit. Please clarify the Ace of Cups. But this is only my second reading ever, so please show your appreciation, or just, you know. Right, 7. So you've just found my channel and you're discovering what 7 is about. Okay, the 7 deadly sins. Now, I'm not going to give too much away, because I'm going to make videos about 7 deadly sins and so many different things. So I really do hope you follow. Okay, because I will help guide you out of pain and destruction, and to become this. You know, I know about this because this is my love life and my work life and career and creative field, because it's Venus, creative field. Okay. Your Venus sign is about creative field. So we've just come out of Venus, or we're coming out on the 11th or the 12th. So something could be happening on the 11th. 11th, what numbers have we got? 11th or 12th? 12th. Well, we've got the Hangman, which represents 12, because it's Pisces. Okay? And we've got, right, I'll go over numbers, and I'll cut that off, and I will go over numbers later. Okay? But it will edit, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you. Okay? But we've just coming out of Venus retrograde on the 11th to the 12th. So things will start to speed up and progress through this reading for you guys through November. Okay, so whatever it is that you're looking for, you've found it. Okay, so whatever that is, whether it's creative field, job, new relationship, or whatever it is that is in your life, I can't tell you. But if it is, it seems good. So mine, for me, is this, what I'm doing. Okay? So that's fucking great, because when you find yourself, things find you at divine timing of what should find you, because they love your energy, because it works off our vibration and energy. Everything is a universal energy. Everything is a universal energy. So don't feel stuck, okay? Learn to transmute yourself and adapt to your environment, okay? Hopefully I can guide you in that direction of how to do that, right? So 7 can talk about internal conflict, but like I said for Scorpio, this card come out for Scorpio too, is that you can't see anyone here. So it's karmic illusion. Karmic illusion. You can feel defensive because you can't see anyone in this card that's actually making you feel defensive. So it's only because you're a fixed sign of where you can feel stuck and trapped. It's because you're supposed to be, because that's just what, you know, we represent when we have Aquarius in our chart. You can feel very stuck. I mean, emotionally with me, it's interlock system of all of my cross that bears me is fixed. Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio and Taurus, okay? But it's internal conflict. So that is it. That's why you guys are upside down, because you have internal conflict, okay? So please can you tell me more about the 7 of Wands, please, Spirit? So we're going to wrap this up soon. 7 of Wands, please, Spirit. And then I'll go over your guys' numbers and see what I can come out with, okay? But I might have to do that when I get home from work, but you won't know that because it'll be edited. Right, guys? You with me, right? So 7 of Wands. Please clarify 7 of Wands, please, Spirit. Please clarify. Thank you. 10 of Cups. Jeez. Wow, you guys are fucking hit the jackpot. You've hit the jackpot. So this could be, so we've got the Moon card underneath. The Moon card underneath, right? But you've got, so whatever it is that you guys are heading towards is happy. It could be happy home life, but this is Pisces, the Sun in Pisces, so I just learned a while back, but the Sun in Pisces. But this can mean internal love, okay, internal love. It can be a happy home life, you know, but you could be running across the fucking field naked, guys, because there's 2 people here running across a field, right, and looking towards water. So whatever you guys got going on, I've got no idea, right, but please let me know, because I'm curious if that's right. I don't think it is, but it could be. But that's internal love too, or a happy home life, or you could well be meeting someone, right? Could be a Pisces, okay, or they could have water in the chart. So you've got, I mean, we've got at the bottom of the deck, after the 10 came out, turn the deck over to finish, and you've got the Moon card. So it could be Cancer, but also Pisces. This is in the book as Pisces, but a water sign. But it's kind of known as Cancer, and it's kind of known as Pisces in the book, because of Pisces can be mysterious, because it don't represent Neptune, because of what Pisces is their ruling planet, right, of why they get so hurt, but why they can also, when they learn, they can really show you what love really means and what a commitment means, okay? What it means to a Pisces is fucking everything when they understand emotion and motion, fluid motion, because that's what they represent, is yin and yang. They are the dark and light of themselves. They fight against themselves half the fucking time, you know. They do. So you've got to understand a Pisces if you're dealing with one, right? But the Moon card can talk about things that are hidden, but that was at the bottom of the deck of the shuffle, so that could be anywhere. It's not the overall energy, it's the overall finishing of that. So it might mean why you're feeling stuck, because you think things are hidden from you, and that you're feeling defensive of that someone's hiding something about you, about them or you, about a happy home life. It could be your family or children, but it could be that you're having conflict of knowing what job to walk into, maybe, or finding strength to come out of feeling stuck. But I don't know why you are, because this reading is really positive. So if you're having internal conflict or you've got mind conflict, you know, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in your mental thought, okay, Aquarius, because you can be, you know, we can be very kind of scatty. You know, we can be like, whoa, what the fuck, man, I feel stuck. Why do I feel stuck? Let me think about it for a while until I've not come up with anything. You know? Right, you must know what I mean. So I mean, this could be the other person, because if you're dealing with a Pisces, they can feel stuck, you know, or a water sign. Depends if you're dealing with a Scorpio, they're also fixed, so they can feel stuck. I'm trying to generalise it and gather you as much information as I quickly can, right? But let's have a quick look at Leo, if you're dealing with a Leo. Okay, so we've got strength. So please clarify strength, Spirit, please. Spirit, please clarify strength for Aquarius. Please clarify strength. What is strength here? What is strength for? What are they trying to find strength for, Spirit? They're trying to find strength to do. They're telling me that you've already told them. You've already told them, Steve. I don't think anything really wants to come out, guys. Can you tell me just a little bit more about that strength, please? Just a little bit. Okay, fill out the cold. So what did I say about Five of Pentacles coming out? A concrete structure. Concrete structure. Okay, because it's set in, but we only leave ourselves in the cold. So you are feeling stuck. Okay, maybe by Leo. They could have that Sun, Moon, or Rising, or kind of in there, like I said, so like Midheaven, or Aquarius and Venus, somewhere within their chart, or somewhere within your chart. But this is you find a warm heart. So this is it. Thank you, Spirit. So they're saying that when you get out of your mind, right, not fucking drinking, but when you unstick yourself and make the judgment call for yourself, okay, bring yourself out the cold. Bring yourself out the cold. Don't fear. Don't worry. If people are leaving you in fear and they're hurting you, find the strength to make that judgment call, and don't fear, because you feel so much better when you move away. Trust me. Trust me. When you move away and you don't involve yourself and you take your energy back, I'll help you with energy work in other videos. So please subscribe and hit the bell, and then you can get notified when I do make videos that will help you with this card, because it's a warm heart. This card represents a warm heart. It's also purgatory, you know. Purgatory is dark and we get lost and we leave ourselves out in the cold, not knowing why, because we're in fear of abandonment. Can't fear abandonment because you only abandon yourselves, because love is only an eternal feeling created by God. When we were became perpetuated into a meat suit, we were all exploded into billions of particles, right? We all felt that, oh my God, what the hell is that? Crying as a baby, and then we miss the parents because of abandonment, and we cry and we scream and we, you know, as a baby. But that's only because God just split himself into a billion particles and give you free will. So we feel that, but there are videos, I don't want to go too far, but that's about a warm heart. Finding your own heart, finding your own warmth, finding your own heart, okay? And that's why these are up there. This is why these two are upside down. This is why this one is, or in reverse. That's why that is, they're asking you to make a judgment call, okay? Stop feeling stuck. Stop feeling this, because this will be that way, because it is that way. So you're halfway there. You're halfway there. You're halfway there. And then, wow, rest of November, who knows? Can't say, because energies can change. As long as your energy changes, that's all that matters, is that your energy changes. Just concentrate on yourselves. That's what it's saying. Thank you, Spirit. Concentrate on yourselves, do internal work, follow the channel, look for some videos, and they should really help you. All right, guys? So, okay, Aquarius, I do apologise for that, but I had to go to work. But I was still picking up messages for you on the way to work and on the way back, like meditating on your energy and feeling it like a lot. Okay, so I was picking up on quite a few things, but I was picking up on family life, right? And I was picking up on drinking, because, like, also, like, like partying. That's why I was picking it up, because this can also represent partying, right? With kind of like family members, or with like friends or family, because it can be friends or family, peer groups, right? So you have a lot of that kind of stuff coming up, like a happy home, but a stuck happy home kind of thing, because you have, when I was putting because I'm editing, so I realised that when I put the cards round to you, you can't see it, but like Leo card is actually facing this way, but it's flipping. But I haven't got my cameras and all that set up, so please believe me when I know what I'm doing with this array of mess that may seem that way. But I'm trying to get out as many stories as I can see, okay? So it seems like, but also please be careful, because this represents, okay, like, I think I went over that before I went to work, about the offering, right? The offering of like independence. What do they call that when they go to the church? They offer you like spiritual on the tongue. It's an offering of holy water, and it detoxifies this as like toxic behavior. So it feels like you're halfway out of like an ending, like an ending, because that represents an ending, right? Like a 9 is completion and 10 is an ending. So it seems like it's residual energy that's kind of passing, but still, it's still there, because there's a few more things like you think that there needs to be sorted, okay? But I have to say this, that because I'm picking up on drink, right? An offering. So if you're partying a lot, be careful of someone maybe putting something in your drink. I don't want to freak people out, okay? I really don't, because that's probably not the case, right? But self-awareness is so important of what I'm trying to teach people. You have to be self-aware of yourself. So how have I connected that? Well, with self, because this, okay, is bear. These children are bear, okay? So it could mean that Pisces, you have like Pisces children, or they have Pisces children, and they're getting pissed, or something to do with drink, or something like that, okay? Because that energy of what I did speak about Pisces, okay? But then you also have yourself in reverse, which talks about naked, okay? Naked. So what was I picking up? Like something to do with naked, like naked. I don't know, because look at this, okay? Like this seems to be frozen in time, and naked, just like gawped, like warped, like just stuck, like frozen in time, frozen. What's the song Frozen? Let it go, let it go, let it go. But it don't look like because you have an air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay? So this could be you, Aquarius, but that is facing this way. So that represents, if you don't know, is someone that's taking, but not, that is emotionally blocked and guarded, and it's a double-edged sword, okay? A double-edged sword. Sorry, I'm going to have to sort my camera out for you guys, okay? But a double-edged sword, and it's, because it's sharp, it's precise, and we have another sharp, like that was clarified by this. So this represents where they're guarded, and you're not getting in and you're not getting out, but I'll just take, right? But it's pointing at a happy home life. Like, I mean, this represents 1111, so it's a calling, okay? Calling, and this represents the Scorpio reading, okay? So calling, like a judgment calling. You make the calling, they don't, you do. And you cut it out, because it's a long, slow death that's facing this way. So we have the residual energy, like we did in the Scorpio reading, of coming this way, of taking from a happy home life and something that you have built up, okay? But work, like creative, like, because this is wisdom, right? And this energy, because this has to relate to me, I'm sorry, but it does, because it's real good for me. But this energy is someone that guides and looks over his people, basically, right? It gives it back to the pack with wisdom, soul growth, evolution, and with powerful, strong messages, because this is a power card. This is controlling. It can be controlling, so it can be a narcissistic card, right? So because this energy is basically pointing and taking at this energy, you could have a controlling narcissistic thing within the family that's trying to take, and you're battling over just some kind of nonsense bullshit that needs to end, right? Narcissism is something that I get very fucking pissed off with, right? Because it's not, well, I can't even say that it's not on, because that, right, that takes strength to realise your own mind. Because a narcissist will control your mind where you will blame other people for telling you the truth. Okay, you can, because they blame you for everything. Everything that you do or don't do, or what they take from you is never enough. They just take more, and they take more, and they take more, and they take more. Okay, so that's very controlling, right? So it's saying judgment call is, it's down to you. It's down to you, right? Because this is you, right? You need to build yourself up, and you're leaving yourself out in the cold, right? Because that's what it's saying, because this is you, because this is what represents Aquarius. Okay, so it's saying that you're leaving yourself out in the cold when you should be leaving someone out in the cold. So I'm not really sure how this is working out for you guys, because it can split into different particles of timelines. Okay, timelines cross for a certain reason, for an explosion of an outcome. Okay, now an outcome is what you make it for yourselves. No one can manipulate your future, and if they try to manipulate your future of what's written with history, history is written, and it's written from a past life and this previous life now. It's what you've written and the stamp that you make on your impact of your life now that makes the most impact on you. Totally all told, right? Creatively, for me, great. So whatever you guys are doing creatively, good, right? But don't let an energy force control your mind. Because where did we have it? Did we have it? It was in the Scorpio reading. The defensive card. Yes, the defensive card. There we go. So there's no one there. So you might have someone that's at home and they're not at home. At home and they're not at home. That's what I'm picking up. Because it's home. Home. Right? But these are your thoughts. These are your thoughts that create that perpetuity of fear. Right? Fear is what keeps the ego alive. Your ego and their ego. You feed theirs, they feed yours. They feed you negative energy that creates the ego that makes you feel worthless, that you're not worth anything. Okay? So because they're fluctuating at a very low vibration, very low, they're pulling you down like a ladder. So it's going to take you strength to pull yourself out of the ladder and out of a pit that you have to get out of yourself to find the strength that when your vibration raises, fucking fantastic. You know, you have good cards, you have happy home life, but you're probably realizing this because it seems like a passing energy where you know that you have a happy home life, but you have to make the steps to make it happy home life. Now, if we're talking about children, because there are children here, right? Children here, okay, and we're all young souls and we're all learning. So it's important to know oneself. Again, self, strip down bear, okay? Self, building oneself of what I talk about with a glass of water. So please watch those, or if you haven't, if you have, watch them, okay? But it's about building oneself. You have to, when you're depleted within energy, if you deal with narcissism, okay, to gain clarity of your own mind, you have to literally separate altogether, right? Okay, to that when you separate, okay, and you realize things about yourself and things that need to change about yourself, they don't change if they're really narcissistic, and you do, but that comes back, that lowers your energy and takes you back into a karmic cycle that goes backwards then, and then we work backwards through the deck that leads back to another ending that completes the same thing of someone just getting pissed and being aloof, aloof, water sign again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, aloof with their emotions and think that they're in control. So this can be different perpetuities of energy. It can be someone that you're going to meet that can be in good control, okay, that's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and has that perpetuity of leadership that guides his people, that looks over kingdoms run by kings and queens, guides them all in the right direction to become more stable within their emotions, that creates stability of an earth energy, earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, okay? But you have to know about cardinal, fixed, and transmutable signs, okay? So do some work if you don't know. You know, I want you to study, okay? To study, but mainly study yourselves. Don't worry about what anyone else has in their chart, okay? Just worry about yourselves, because this is what this reading is talking about, is that you have a lot of happiness here, but you do have some controlling energies, and it really does depend on, like I say, different souls' timelines of your growth, your periods of growth. So important. How many times do you want to get stabbed in the back and feel like this? Okay? But it's you doing it to the other person when you realise that you need to let them go and let them make their own mistakes. Because that's the way they grow. They grow towards the timeline that they should be on that's written, and you should be on your timeline that's written. And the reason why things don't work out in life is because people are holding each other back, but you think it's them holding you back, and you think that it's you holding you back, and them and you get fucking lost, and bang, we have the tower. Another destroyed foundation, and you have to rebuild yourself, and you probably go out yourselves maybe, and then you start becoming more aloof yourself, and you're not self-aware, and things can happen. Okay? So I don't want to freak people out, but I need to give over the messages that I'm picking up, because this can also mean like hidden things that someone's hiding from you of a happy home life somewhere else. Okay? They're hiding the fact that they actually have a happy home life. Or they're hiding the fact that they're not telling you feelings, because this is like I said, Pisces in Sun sign in Pisces, but they're hiding things about that and not telling the other party, because we look like we've probably got a fucking 3-party tea party kind of. I don't know what you guys are experiencing, because I'm not going to continue. I'm not one of those that's just going to fucking give you like clarify after clarify, because I'm kind of picking up a basic kind of story, because we have controlling energy, and we have passing energy, and we have reversal kind of energy is what I'm kind of feeling, because this is like frozen, like wondering about time. I mean, it might just be that people are just watching me for soul growth, because these are souls. Okay, look at that card. Well, that's what I'm picking up. They're souls that are bare dry. They're human. They look human, but they're not. They're souls, the colour of a soul. Okay, so it's like staring at like what I'm talking about with time. If you do watch time, it's a protocol to life. We can't see time. We just see it unfold like this energy. We see it unfold. Okay. But it's not really real, because we can't see it, like our emotions. We know they're there and it really hurts, but we can't see them. You wouldn't be able to rip your guts out and think, oh, look, there's my feelings, right? You wouldn't do it, so you wouldn't inflict pain on yourself to do that. So why would you do this? Why would you continue to do this? But why would you let someone continue to do this? That's why it's telling me that it's kind of an ending of a beginning and a beginning of an ending type sort of situationship thing, that's just like, I don't know, I'm getting confused. So there's probably some confusion there of the two stuck energies, the strength, the stuck, feeling stuck, because, well, who's going to make a judgment call? Is it me or is it you? Well, I keep making it, but you don't go away. And then you do, and then you come back, and then I'm stuck again because I've already told you, but you're not listening, so we're arguing. So a negative response against a negative response. So it's narcissism and it's control of someone that's trying to take away from a happy home. Okay? So the judgment call is what my spirit guides are telling me, is that it's down to you. You know, it's down to you. It is. But we have good stuff here. You know, we have... you know, it could be that an Aries, Sun, Moon or Rising or Venus is actually happy in a home life, okay? And that we have this kind of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius or air sign or whatever, or anybody can take on an energy that's trying to take away from that. And then this energy, this air energy, is trying to find the truth, because this is a truth, sword of truth, trying to find the truth about Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus, or trying to resist change because it's, well, I mean, I forget how those come out. It was the sword of truth, and it was death following the sword of truth, going that way. So transformation seems to be happening, but it doesn't. It's like, but if you're dealing with air signs, you know, like Libra, who else is cardinal? Like Libra, Capricorn, sorry guys, but Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Now they are very slow progression because they're cardinal. They're the beginning of earth, air, wind or fire. Okay, so each section of 3, so 3 might be 3, okay, so you might be in a 3-party tea party, you don't know, but 3, right, 3s, so we got a 3 here, we've got a 3 here, 3, direction, new direction, like what did I say right at the beginning, a concrete structure of 3 or 5, didn't I? And then all of a sudden later on we had, I'm sure we did, the 5 of Pentacles somewhere came out. Did it? It did. There you go, 5. Right? So you could be looking at a 3-party tea party or you could be looking at, I mean, the reason why I say that, right, is because people are childish in life. You know, I'm sorry, but they are. And that's why we need to learn release and death and transformation in order to grow as soul growth and wisdom and evolution of ourselves about release, right? So other people can grow up, right? Because they need to go on their paths, and you need to let them. You need to let them, because if you're holding someone back spiritually or on a mundane level, then you're just going to fight with yourself. That's just not in letting people go in directions that they go, because one person or 2 people or 3 people or 4, this is why you get confused. Okay? Sorry, but I'm kind of picking up on an argumentative energy for some reason. You know, I am. Because, you know, the 10 of Cups is kind of representing hidden things about family, home life, happiness, joy, fulfillment, prosperity. We haven't got the sun here, but we do have the star, but that was in reverse, which talks about wish fulfillment. Trying to fulfill your wishes, but they're not being granted because you're not self-aware. Wishes can only come true when you're self-aware, and things can become good for you, but only when you make the decision. Okay, so I can't think what numbers I had now because I've kind of gone into your reading. What did we have? I'm sorry, but I can't remember. 5 on it. You got 11, 5. I don't know Aquarius at the moment, but you know, I'd like to know what's going on with you guys, and if you're fine, I really do. But it's calling you for a judgment, okay? Because you have 20. Sorry, I'm trying to think of your numbers and that's why I'm babbling. I mean, you've got tens. 10 is an ending and a beginning. Okay, you've got 20, which is 30. So someone could be 30 or come into being 30. Okay, or 20. Someone could be starting a new family or wanting a new family, but they can't because something's hidden. I'm picking up on 8 as well. 8, because Leo is 8, and it's major. So 8. Someone could be born on the 8th. On the 8th. 18th. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Aquarius. I really hope that you got anything from this. But please like, share, and subscribe. I hope, because it is a good reading. It is a good reading. It's just asking you to make decisions for yourselves. Okay, it is. You know, it really is. It's something that you have to do for yourself in order to move forward. Okay. So I really hope that helped. Please like, share, and subscribe. And all the songs or whatever I've kind of picked up and said through the other one, they will be in the description. But please like, share, and subscribe. And one thing that I will leave you with: never believe me, believe in yourselves. Okay? Peace.